So look, man, that's the thing. You got to be a friend to yourself. Think about this. Who has been through the toughest times? Who has seen all these things in your life, besides you? Like, there is nobody on this earth who has seen what you have gone through, who has been there with you besides yourself. That is why you always got to be a friend to yourself. You can't be, talking yourself down. You can't be giving yourself this negative self-talk. You always have to be the one to push yourself up, to support yourself, and that's what it's about, That is basically it. That's everything you need, self-love. The key to all the success you desire isn't that one thing. It's an understanding that self-love is always going to take you further than anything, The man who loves to walk will always walk further than the man who loves the destination. Because that's the thing, in times of loneliness, the only person you're going to have is yourself. But the moment you realize that if you have yourself, you have someone. The moment you realize that and truly understand and be grateful for that, that is when your life changes forever. Because trust me when I say this, no matter how many friends you have, no matter if you're in a relationship, no matter what, you're always gonna, you're born alone and you're gonna die alone. No matter how pessimistic that seems, it's the truth, The most time you're gonna spend is with yourself. You're always gonna be in your own presence, and that's why you gotta really learn to enjoy your presence and be a friend to yourself. So that is what you gotta do. You just gotta, whatever you do, you just gotta be grateful for everything. You just gotta look at your life, and you have places that you wanna be. You wanna go somewhere else, but at the same time, you just look at yourself and you look at your life, and you're just happy. You're just content with what you have, and that is when you have the most. That is when you're just the most powerful. On the one hand, you know that you have these goals, you know that you're not where you want to be, but at the same time, you're also very far from where you started, and you just understand that that is very valuable. You've made a lot of progress. You should give yourself this credibility. You've come this far. You made it through all these days. You had so many tough times, but yet you still made it through. You still pushed through and found yourself again, And finding yourself is impossible if you don't first lose yourself. That's a thing that it took me a long time to realize as well. It's like I was trying to find myself, but at the same time, I hadn't lost myself enough to be able to find myself. It was when I lost myself and I truly, lost every ounce of hope. I lost all sense of direction and purpose in my life. That is when I found myself the most. That is when eventually I realized what it was all about. I love these two phrases: be a friend to yourself. And the second one is, if you have yourself, then you have someone. It's just so powerful because I've experienced this firsthand to the point where I was like, I had people come in and out of my life and it changed me, But I realized that when I was so deeply rooted and grounded in my presence and my, my peace, no matter who came or who went, I would always remain the same. My state would always be constant. I would always be at peace and fulfilled with myself. And that is exactly what's the most important, no matter what. It's just being fulfilled with yourself. No matter what comes, no matter what leaves, no matter what you experience in this life, it's all the same. It's all like, you just find beauty in everything. You find beauty in the good days, the bad days, the negative things, the positive things. Everything gives you joy and peace. And I think we also really underestimate the power of being spiritual, the power of, letting go and accepting and understanding your energy from that standpoint. I think that is when success becomes easy. That's when things just flow into your life. Instead of pushing hard and trying to fight everything and trying to just, have everything your way, you just let everything flow. And that's when the hard path becomes easy. The success becomes, you have a direction, you know where you want to go, you know what you want to do, and it's just a matter of time. So there's also another quote that goes like this: maybe one day you become the person who could have saved their younger self. Think about that. What is the whole purpose of, self-development and just becoming the best version of yourself? What is the end goal? I think it's to become the person that you would love to spend your life with. I think it's, becoming the person that you needed when you were younger, when you were going through everything. I think that is among all, that is the most important thing. Having this sense of direction, but not in the sense that you always know what you're doing, but in the sense that you can always have confidence in the fact that you will find your way and you will get yourself back on track no matter what happens. I mean, that's the key. That's what you gotta focus on. It's not about everything that happens, the externals, but you need to have confidence in how you can handle situations, how you can prosper when things aren't going your way, how you can handle things and deal with, adversity and hardship and all of these things, how you can actually come to terms with life and accept everything and move on. That is, your power lies in just being able to move on and accept, and that is where your power is, and that's what you should focus on. It's like telling somebody to focus on their weaknesses and then completely forget their strengths. But I think you should double down on your strengths so that it's just playing to your advantage. If you have an advantage, why not use it? If you're playing in a tournament, no matter what sport, and you have a secret move, you have a signature move that you're so good at that it would help you win by a mile, but then you refuse to use it for whatever reason. And then you end up losing the tournament because you didn't use that move. But you could have used it, who told you that you didn't have to use it? It was your choice. So the same thing is, you have advantages, you have strengths. Choosing to not use them, to not double down on your advantages and strengths, it's just gonna set you. You're just shooting yourself in the foot for no reason. I think it's just understanding that, and understanding that at the end of the day, you know, this is your journey, this is your path, this is everything that you want. It's here, you know. You're living this life, and one step at a time, one day at a time. Eventually, it just starts. You're building your life. It's like, imagine a flat, you know, piece of land, and there's nothing there, right? There's a plan for a house that's supposed to be built. And there's nothing there yet, but your ability to just imagine a finished house, imagine everything in every way that the house is going to be, and your ability to just keep putting brick by brick, building the foundation, even when you don't see anything, and even when it's like almost, it's hard to imagine that from what you have right now, the final house could be built. You know, you're looking at a flat piece of land with nothing on it. The ability to just be delusional in that sense and imagine something that could be, everything that could be, even though it's not already there yet. That is something that you can apply to your personal relationships, to the relationship with yourself, any social relationship, and basically anything. It's all in your power to control the way you think, to control your mind, to master your emotions, and be a friend to yourself. I'm Dan. I make videos like these every single day. If you like these videos, subscribe and join the Discord too in the description, and I'll see you in the next video. You got this, bro.